Hello, guys. Welcome back to our channel, Life in Motion Studio.
You know the feeling, right? You are completely, totally alone. Maybe you're at home, maybe you're walking somewhere quiet, and then suddenly it hits you. That prickle on the back of your neck. You just know someone is watching you. You spin around, and of course, there's no one there. It's a super eerie feeling, but pretty much everyone has felt it.
So, what is going on there? How can you possibly feel a pair of eyes on you when there are no eyes to be seen? We're going to get into the science of it because the answer is buried deep inside our own brains, in our evolutionary wiring. And honestly, it's way cooler than you probably think. Okay, so the very first clue to solving this whole mystery is knowing that you, me, all of us, we come with this incredible piece of hardware already installed. It's an ancient, highly tuned survival tool. Basically, a built-in stare detector that's been keeping us safe for millions of years. The scientific name for this is gaze detection. And it makes perfect sense if you think about it. For our ancestors, knowing a predator was watching you wasn't just helpful. It was literally the difference between living and becoming lunch. So our brains evolved this amazing ability to constantly, and without us even thinking about it, scan our surroundings for one thing above all else: eyes. And this system is unbelievably fast. I mean, it is shockingly efficient. It's not just passively looking, it's actively hunting for patterns that look like eyes, and it gives them top priority. Your brain is hardwired to spot the shape of a face faster than it can spot a flower, a car, you name it. It is priority number one. And here's the really wild part. Your brain needs almost nothing to go on. You see this simple pattern right here to your brain's ancient survival circuits? That's a face. That's all it takes. This is why we see faces in everything, in clouds, in the patterns on a slice of toast, or in the shadows in a dark room. Just two little dots, and that's enough to trigger that primal feeling. Okay, but wait a second. That explains feeling watched by something in front of you. But what about that creepy feeling that something is behind you? Well, that's the next piece of this puzzle. This system is working in ways you can't even see. So get this. Your mind is basically running a constant 360-degree threat simulation. Even though your eyes are only pointing forward, your brain is using every other scrap of information, especially your hearing, to build this complete, immersive map of the world all around you. It's always monitoring the space you can't see, just in case. And here's the crucial thing to understand. This whole process is predictive. Your brain is trying to stay one step ahead of any potential danger. That creepy feeling doesn't come from your conscious thoughts. It's a subconscious alarm bell. It's a prediction your survival instincts make before you're even aware of what might have triggered it. And this is pretty much how it works. It starts with something tiny, something you probably wouldn't even consciously notice. A floorboard creaks upstairs, or a shadow shifts just at the edge of your vision. Your threat system immediately flags it as a potential watcher, and it triggers a physical reflex. That sudden, powerful urge to whip your head around and check behind you. But of course, you turn around and nothing. Most of the time, there's nothing there. So what gives? Is the system broken? Well, no. This incredibly powerful system is actually designed to make mistakes. Let's dig into why your mind plays these tricks on you. It all comes down to a really simple cost-benefit analysis. For our ancestors, a false alarm was cheap. You turn around, feel a little jumpy, and that's it. No big deal. But missing a real threat, that could be the end of you. So your brain is deliberately set to a hair trigger. These false alarms aren't a bug, they're a feature of a brilliant survival design. So what kind of stuff triggers these false alarms? Well, it's usually completely harmless things. The shadow of a tree branch swaying outside your window can be misread as a figure. The faint hum of your refrigerator kicking on could be mistaken for something else. Even a weird pattern on your wallpaper can have just enough eye-like shapes to set the whole system screaming. But why does the feeling sometimes feel so incredibly intense, so real and terrifying? Well, it turns out that our mood and our surroundings can act like a volume knob for this instinct, cranking it all the way up to 11. Just look at this. When you're relaxed, a faint sound is just a sound. But when your threat system is already amplified, that exact same sound suddenly feels like an immediate danger. A simple shadow transforms into a lurking figure. The world itself hasn't changed at all, but your brain's interpretation of it has big time.
And the two biggest things that crank that volume knob are darkness and stress. When it's dark, you have less visual information, so your brain has to fill in the blanks. And it tends to fill them in with worst-case scenarios. And if you're already stressed or anxious, your threat detectors are already on high alert, which makes them way more likely to give you a false alarm.
So we've looked at gaze detection, that 360-degree threat system, and all the things that can amplify it. Let's put all the pieces together. What is the final, real truth behind that deeply unsettling feeling of being watched when nobody's there? The answer is this. The watcher you feel is an illusion. It's a ghost created by an ancient, brilliant survival machine inside your head. That feeling isn't proof of something hiding in the dark. It's proof that you have a brain that has been expertly fine-tuned over millions of years to keep you safe. The watcher might be a phantom, but the instinct that creates it is very, very real.